Well, I think I'm sending data to it.
Yes. I
Hooray.
think you found in the past that
This doesn't necessarily.
it exists.
Hooray! Right, there is
I'll
a
fix
stream.
its name.
It's 1398, and in a century or so, great ships will sail west across the Atlantic in search of the cities of gold. This is going to be brought to you by the background noise of sorting out the house so that we can get to all the electric sockets. Yay. Let's unpause so maybe I can discover if anyone is going to leave the defensive pact against me, or if they're all going to go, holy fuck no, why would we do that, you stoat. And basically I think I should... Oh no, someone's... Okay, the Grand Master of the Knights Templar has left the defensive pact. Big fucking deal. I'd just like to say that. Yes, anyway, I might go up against the Seljuks, or the Timurids, or the Chowan Revolt, maybe? The Holy Roman Empire has left the defensive pact. But that possibly just means I should... Well, let's see if I've got... No, I haven't got any really good claims, so... Let's just... Of course, if I take over enough electorates of the Holy Roman Empire, will I not get a vote in it?
I'm not sure.
Oh! I'm going to get sympathy for pagan religions. Let's get sympathy for pagan religions. Because I can. The Grand Master of the Knights Hospitaller has also left the defensive pact. I mean, once again, who cares? So, Mr. Bond, do I have any good weak claims? The Byzantine Emperor has left the defensive pact, and I don't even have a thing against them. What things have I got to give away? About 8 million counties. Alas, I do not yet have anything other than an embargo war against Venice. Oh, I can rank up in my secret society. I might have to do that. Hey, my Mysticos isn't busy. Right, get studying technology. Ooh, you can study technology in India. Let's send you east. Be a metaphor or something. King of Pisa. It's not very exciting. You're not part of the Normandy of 2. Excellent. Well. Let's do it. Okay, let's give him a landed title. And you get County of Kashgar, which is like almost nearby. Here's the right, well, so
Squash in the back.
I've got some interesting, well, I've got one interesting war and one boring war lined up.
Ooh.
The interesting war is for a kingdom over here in India.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Good Lord, I have so many county claims. Well, some people have so many county claims.
Big sigh.
Big sigh.
Hello, stream.
Hello, State. Seem to end up allied with the Byzantine Empire, which is a bit unusual. I'm not sure how that happened. Important question. Do I go for holy war on one of these places in Africa? The thing is, it will be a single county, which, will be, handy. So, where the hell are you? You are there, which is, let's face it, quite a long walk from there. So, but crucially, you're quite close to the sea. Okay. So, Mr. Bond. And I'm a more faithful Monothelite now. I always find that very difficult to say, Monothelite, because there's also monophycite, diphysite.
New regulations apply, they just pointed out from the 1st of April to existing things. And that should then be done every 5 years.
Yay. Okay, that's probably not going to go quite as well as I'd hoped. Oh no, Waldensians. More Waldensians. Woohoo, 16% war score against the Holy Roman Empire. That's good, that's what we want to see. Right. So how many more troops do I need there? Quite a lot actually. You're a 6.5 fort, you're a 6.5 fort, I'm not a 6.5 fort, and I will assault you just as soon as I get the chance. I'm holding him where? Oh, it's you guys. Where do you guys keep coming from? I just want to know that. Okay, don't care. Come on, build siege things faster. Honestly, people, it's not like you haven't had a lot of practice. needs better magistros. I'm not going to put my sister in there as a sinecure. What kind of state do you think I am? .46% war score. Right. Well, my vassal has successfully holy warred somewhere, which, you know, is nice.
Slightly lower than it should be, which essentially I think can only happen if the frame is slipped downwards a bit. So it now only closes if you lift it up a bit at the bottom.
Do you need more linens?
No, I don't think. I mean, I think it might be fixable, but it would but to actually fix it would involve dismounting the door. And while we know how to do that, it was quite a job.
Let's not do it in the dark.
Because I put some into it. I moved it forward and put some in. And then closed the door, and there was a clong, and that caused the wire on the left to jump off the pulley, which meant everything was crooked, and I had to close it and open it again to line it all up, and then it wouldn't actually close all the way because it hits the floor, because the garage floor has a kind of hump in the middle of the floor, and the frame, my guess is the frame slipped downwards by a very small amount.
Frame?
Yes.
As in the metal thing? No, the whole frame?
Probably the metal bit, but like it's screwed into some fairly rotted wood. I suspect it can be fixed by loosening the screws and pushing the metal frame up, because it has slots for the big mounting screws, and in all of them the screws are right at the top of the slots. So if one were to dismount the door, loosen all those screws, shove the frame upwards and tighten the screws again, it would probably work much better. But that's not a job for a Thursday night. Or possibly like term time. But that means that at the moment the door will go plonk into the floor unless you pull it up when it is just about finished closing.
Jacob linked to the regulation thing about electricity, whatever. Apparently it needs to be done by April the 1st, and if they don't fix things, it's a £30,000 fine, and it's every 5 years.
Right.
4.5 years.
Well, hopefully in the next 4.5 years, you know, there won't be a sodding pandemic.
Yes.
Although
they might ask us before term time, not during term, unless they.
Yes, they might, you know, have done. The regs have been enforced for a while now. They could have done this a while back.
Very dead battery off my carpet.
Is it kind of scratched everywhere?
Well, it's not spoilt everywhere, but it is certainly.
Right. Right, well, say, Mr. Bond. quack. So off you go over there. That looks entertaining. Some drops get to go from there. Right.
The leaking batteries is entertaining with corrosion to brass plating batteries, so the picture. You've got brass plating bit that on that side, and the big key bit on that side.
We should let it watch it equal these things up much on
There we go. So, right, I've finally got large enough army into right place, probably, on a good day. And you're in the right place too. Right, okay. So somewhere down here, some battle is happening. Let's have a look at the battle. Excellent. Right there. I'm not going to care about that yet. Is I think my official position on this, because
Are leaking batteries going to corrode their way through the plastic pot or not? What? Are the batteries going to corrode through the plastic pot?
I don't think they're actually particularly good for such things. They're just good. Save a few interesting pieces of metal.
right, so we have won that battle. Let us assault that fort. Okay, so we won 2% battle in our possibly ill-advised holy war for Yatenga. Right. So, holy war has holily happened. Enforced demands. We won. Woohoo. Right. Disband you. You're locked. You're locked. And you're locked. Right. So, we are now down to 2 wars. Woohoo. Let's just check that those guys were in fact part of that war that we've stopped. Brilliant. Right, so now we just have the Holy Roman Empire to contend with and somewhere completely random in India. Right, so now you are too big. Right. Let's get going over there. You guys can be disbanded. You guys can go over there. Right. So, what are we doing out here? We are still besieging a 6.5 fort. We are still besieging a 6.5 fort, and we're still besieging a 6.5 fort. Right, let's go to India. where we are not yet all besieging a 6.5 fort. So you get to go in there. Okay. You guys get to go over there. The excitement, it just never starts. Right. Might have to do a bit of vassal fettling after this.
Are you burbling to yourself or the
I'm
internet?
burbling to the stream.
Okay.
Stout. Aha. So, you're there, you're there. Right, so what I'm going to do is stick some guys in here. And go and fight that army, since they seem to exist. And that is a very important property of armies, for them to exist. Two 6.5 fort. So where am I besieging? I'm besieging a rather nice fort. Okay, that's nice. Andalusian Nefori de Jure. Okay. Well, there we go. Okay, let's go over there. So what siege do we want? That siege 60%. 11 days. So 20th of August. So, ooh, that's exciting. Hooray, I get to find out what it's like to fight in jungle. Which is horses not much use. And they get a massive advantage to light infantry, but this doesn't currently appear to matter on account of the fact that I've got a lot more troops than they have. So, you're another 6.5 fort, which is just delightful. So, we want another siege. Right, back off to India, where we are fighting. I don't even know which bit of modern day India this is, but you know. But I'm 77% in the Holy Roman Empire War, so you know, hooray. Right. So anyway, this war then. Run into like right, let's try zipping over there and seeing if you're actually the right person to be fighting, which is always an entertaining thing. Right, you are somewhere it can be disbanded. Doof. Crawl. Okay, so right, good, everyone's fighting each other. Well, you know, it's the way to do it. I've got a new despot of Sicily, which, you know, I'm sure is very exciting for Sicily. peace otter from the thingy. Yep. Accept. Right. Netherine. Damn it. I think I forgot to check that he was the right vassal of the right type. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Still, it's now independent of the Holy Roman Empire, so that's nice. I can probably offer him vassalization, can't I? Can I not? Haha, he's joined the thing. Right, oh. Offer vassalization. No. Not my de jure liege. Damn it. Well, that did not go to plan. Sticks talent. Stop having children. So we have 8% more score there, right. So that's assault there. Disband the army. Disband the army. So that's 50%. Hang on, that's someone arriving somewhere stupid in. Yes, it was. Right, off we state. I'm not doing anything there now.
There's a story about a ferret on the front page of BBC News.
Is it a good kind of story about a ferret?
It was put in a 100-minute wash in the washing machine accidentally, but despite a 1% chance of survival, has made a miraculous recovery.
Stoat, I think, is the official.
It sneaked into his owner's washing machine.
Well, it's a small, sinuous thing. That's what they do.
Yes. Yes, he was okay. Oh my lord.
Knowledge of tolerance increased. Ooh, might one day be able to afford some more military advances. So, the good news is I successfully won my war against the Holy Roman Empire. The bad news is we have an independent count, a Duchy of the Rhine, on account of the fact that somewhere in there I cocked up.
So you won the war but didn't gain the county.
Yeah.
So you were planning to get the Duchy of Rhine but ended up independent instead.
Yeah.
Well, it should be easy enough to swap.
Oh yes, I don't think there's any serious problem in this, given that, you know, basically I can go to war against them and the Holy Roman Empire and it'll be no trouble at all. I tried to offer diplomatic vassalisation, but he was having none of it, so, you know.
He's not your de jure.
He's not my de jure vassal, so, yeah. You know, so I did check, though, and went, damn. But I thought that, you know, rather than go to war with him straight away, because he is also part of the defensive pact now, because he got independence and then went promptly, you know what I think I should do? I think I should join the defensive pact. I thought I'd try and win this war in India, which is a lot more interesting. I mean, it does mean that everyone in the universe will be part of the defensive pact now, because they're going to take...
Nice nearby territory.
I will have nice nearby territory for everything.
So is this a claim war?
Yeah. Claim war for this guy, who has a county somewhere, because I have about 8 million counties. But fewer now. Ooh, have I nicked anything good? Can I buy some more anything? No. Court chaplain of Bulgaria. Oh, let's... Yes, I'm not very advanced in the secret monothelite faithful. I am merely an adherent. Let's prepare the secret ceremony. Because, you know, what else could possibly be better? Now, are you the legitimate thing, or are you Stotie's host? You're someone else who's trying to take over the kingdom of this 2-year-old boy. And I'm still trying to get a claim on Venice. Oh, well, there we go. Devotion doesn't seem to get you very far. Okay, I've just noticed I've got 314,000 prestige, and of course quite a lot of that was Basilissa Bellet. The terrifyingly impressive in the end. Let's assault that holding. I've got 5% from the relevant thing. Armenian Holy War for Jabal has ended because we won. Whatever, Estonian Polish de jure war, honestly. Got way more exciting things you could be doing, and yet you're not doing them. Ooh, I lose shy, which is probably good. Right, while I'm besieging things, let's make the lights flash faster. Okay, you're besieging another 6.5 fort. Woohoo! Yes, and this is for the entire kingdom of Henry. So that should be pretty good. On the plus/or minus side, oh look, the Byzantine of the the Byzantine Emperor is finding that he's having his counties nibbled away again. That would never happen. Right, let's assault you. Okay. Right, off you go to the next county. We're on 46% more score. It's going to be a tedious besieging thing. So, right. 21. 20. Yeah, okay. I don't really care. Go back to being a commander again. That will never happen. Right. What is it with these bishops? Ooh, hang on, let's put some people in there. Yes, so jungle has all kinds of exciting things. Ooh, was that actually against their forces? Oh, brilliant, excellent. Fine.
But they were hugely demoralised when they arrived.
Well, yes, that's because I think they've been having a big kicking from these guys.
Who seem to have the same flag.
Yes, I think that's because they're a host, and there's some weird stuff about how hosts work that I don't quite understand. I mean, I can fight the Pope, but I'm just not sure it's a good idea for most of you to actually do this. As such. That was another war in the Byzantine Empire. Oh, good lord. Right. Excuse me, I need to go and fix my vassal problem. So, let's find Tripoli. Right. Let's find someone who's a bit less ambitious. Maybe. What about Ascalon? You're quite old. And my main problem with old people.
Ambitious is kind of good anyway, because that might help them to expand out.
Well, yes and no, but I don't necessarily want that in my direct vassal.
And anyone much lower than that is not going to be big enough to do much expansion.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm going to make him...
Oh. So is that currently part of Wales?
Yes.
So that will suck that out of Wales?
Yes.
Right.
Which I think is probably not a terrible thing. Right, you get Abyssinia, Anatolia, Armenia, and Syria. I'm almost inclined to find someone else for some other bits, because that's quite a lot, but
But I think they're all fairly small.
yeah, so you can get Trebizond and Syria. Now I can go back down the sensible way. Babylonia, Hyrcania, and Philistia. Ruled from somewhere in Wales. Right. We're back under the vassal limit, so I don't care for now whether that is completely the right thing. Okay, well, they're having a fun time, aren't they? I have no idea what they're doing. Oops. Narnian Holy War for Turgay. Okay. And that, of course, could be happening within the Empire. It's very hard to say. Oh, look, the Great Holy War fails. Tara, it seems, does not favour the pagan faithful. I mean, that has to be said. The pagan faithful have not been very favoured in holy wars. I was going to say recently, but, you know, it's been for like the last 500 years. Anyway, he's called off the Great Holy War for Kumania against the Khan of the Mongol Empire. Well, that's very sensible of you. Why did you call it in the first place, you giant stoat? You're the host. So one of those sieges has happened. So you're now besieging something else. Woohoo. So right. So okay. So basically I want to finish that siege and then wander off and state that lot. So you're now besieging there. I don't even know what part of India this is. Oh, we've constructed the Eternal Flame. I've now given myself a very 1980s earworm. Alright, so you guys get to go over there. And those are the government forces. So that should get me some more war score. I've got a new Serene Doge. I should do a round of vassal fettling, hopefully, when I win.
Someone's coming on your side in that battle.
Yeah, there seems to be some other people wandering around that are, like, not ill-disposed towards me, but are ill-disposed towards the other side. So, you know, great, I guess. So that's a 91% more score, which is nice. So, Abyssinian Holy War for Khorasan. Excellent. Brilliant. That's just the kind of thing we want to see from our people. What are you besieging? do I need to go and... okay, I do probably need to go and do that, but I can probably assault this holding first. And then go and turf them out of next door. Right, let's go and turf them out of next door before they can do nasty things to my war score.
Not that you need much more.
Hmm?
Not that you need much more.
I don't need much more, but I don't want, you know...
There you go.
There, you see, you know, I didn't want them to win their siege before that happened. Right, enforce demands. So you lot get to go over
So the
here.
nearest English port, which is quite a long
Which
way
is
away.
quite a long way away. I clearly need to, like, you know, get some claims on some nearby places.
I wonder if you could holy war your way to the sea. Which you would obviously want to do before all the neighbours start joining the defensive pact.
Probably already in the defensive pact.
Are they?
I don't know. Hang on, I just need to dismiss all my troops first. Defensive pacts.
No.
No.
So so it might be worth a rapid
Holy war
on say Lanka.
Lanka.
I mean, obviously you can only take a duchy, but there might be a convenient
Duchy.
because it was so annoying when you were wherever it was that you had to.
Yes.
Barbarious places where you haven't had access to the sea.
Yes. Yes. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, you know, I do have territory up here, but there's just, like, so much stuff in the way that...
Himalayas for a start.
Well, yes.
Another bunch of claims as well.
It's true, I do. Though that would be easier if...
That would be easier.
Because then I won't
if
have...
there's a claim that's useful.
Not
that's
the
not
coast.
useful.
Well, let's check also some of the counties. Right, so that's... Where's that? That's
So
just...
single holding.
Aha!
That's on the other
However...
side. So you'll have to land him.
let's go for this younger one. Probably. Let's just check where we have...
So yeah, so Holy War would be available, but on the other hand, the Holy War will bring in other people of the same. So it looks like there's one other person allied with your target.
So, hang on, I'm just going to grant him a landed title. Hang on, let's just... Casino is one of the ones that's the wrong type. So, anyway, right, back up to this guy. So he's got 6,000 troops, and he's allied with someone that's got 6,000 troops. I don't know that I've got that many in Henry. That's fine.
That's fine, because there isn't a defensive pact. You don't have to. You're not in any particular hurry. As you're not in any particular hurry to get the troops in there.
Yes, I just have the small problem that all the ships are in the wrong bloody place.
Yes.
Except for the Exarchate of Africa, because I'm pretty sure I didn't raise their ships. So, let's declare war now before they do the thing. And we should be able to claim... Not that one, it's the other one.
No, it was that one. I think. Oh, was it not? No, you're right. It's not that
It's
one.
that one.
It's that one.
Kalinga.
Now landed.
Yeah. Right, so... East Bond. Okay, that's kind of not worth it. Alright, let's go find some troops. So, I raised Yemen and Abyssinia and Denmark, but not, and this is important, Africa.
Wow, that's quite some feat.
Yeah. I've got 11,000 troops off the coast of Lanka. 11,000 ships off the
1100.
1100 ships, sorry, off the coast of Lanka. I have ginormous ships. This is why I've not invested anything in shipbuilding for the last millennium or 6.
So is sailing straight across the Indian Ocean not an option? You have to follow the compass.
Apparently we haven't worked out how to navigate through complicated large stretches of open water yet.
Feels entirely
Oh, look, everyone's joining the defensive pact for some reason. Presumably
But
all
Lanka
the...
didn't get there fast enough.
Lanka did not get there
I mean, you
fast.
could have declared war on 5 of your other neighbours at the same time, but
Whatever. I'm trying to go to bed reasonably early because I do still have stupid early morning meetings. In any case, this is going to give me a chance to scope out some of the sort of the territories and whatever near here, and how scary people are. I am, however, reminded of the thing in Small Gods where Vorbis sends the chain letter of Om, which says, do not break the chain. The last person that broke the chain found 10,000 armed soldiers on their lawn the next morning. Which, seems somewhat apposite these days. I would be religiously tolerant, but unfortunately there's all kinds of problems with that. I should, however, I've got sympathy for Muslim religions and sympathy for pagan religions. So there we go. Look how ecumenical I am. Whether ecumenicalness can be applied to pagans, I don't know, but I'm sure there are some deeply argumentative bits of... Oh look, you've called your mate into the war. The only question is, do I raise some of the troops that I have out there, or do I just wait for this lot? 30,000 troops should suffice. It should, I should just about be able to get by with that. Right. Ooh, when are we going to be coming up for a crusade? Ooh, maybe in another couple of years. That'd be nice. When I say nice, I mean obviously. Yeah, maybe we could go up against the Mongol Empire. That would be good. I have, things I'd like to do. The English fleet has arrived in Dhofar. Probably go back into... Oh dear, I've become stressed. In theory I should be able to remove stressedness because I have taverns and things. Is there an action I can take? No. Okay, let's conduct our secret ceremony. I'm just hoping that, it's more men dressing up to have fun and not complete stoats that are dressing, like the KKK. Right, so you are there. You are somewhat unhappy. Can we stuff you ashore into, say, that county that doesn't currently have anyone on it? But we can stick in you guys. So we have a bit of a supply issue here. Let's split that in half. Let's select this unit. March them over there. Instead, we're going to put you and you in charge. You get to sit down there and go state with Lutovras. And Antanas. Right.
Who's not a pineapple.
Hmm?
Who is not a pineapple.
It's true, he's not a pineapple or indeed a pine marten, which is what I was thinking about, so, you know. Okay, you've gone over there, fine. We'll go over there and fight you. What are we besieging here? Oh, it's a 6.5 fort. Sadly, by this point, 6.5 forts have got across the world, which is a tiny bit inconvenient. Right, let's hope you're slightly more motivated than when you got here. We are, of course, still fighting in jungle. Ooh, excellent, 8% war score. Brilliant. Holding in Basra is under siege from whom? Who the hell are you? Okay, right, you're those guys. My inclination is to leave you there. And maybe, you know, raise someone if I need to. Because, you know, it's not like it's going to be hard for me to raise troops. I have lots of troops. And it's 6.5 fort. Excellent. Well, there we go. Yes, I might have to do some vassal rationalisation at the moment in a bit, because I do have the small problem that I have quite a lot of vassals, and while I can cope with my vassal limit being, you know, quite high, my heirs are possibly going to struggle with it if I don't, you know, try and do something helpful for them. Oh, he's found some mates. Unfortunately, they have 5,000 people. 6,000 if they all gang together. And I have 30,000 people split across 2 sites, and the only reason they're split across 2 sites is I can't fit them in one without suffering massive attrition. I've got a new despot of Wales. Woohoo. Of course, at some point, if my vassals keep on nibbling bits of the Byzantine Empire away, I might be able to usurp it. But it's possible. So let's just have a look at me. So I've got a daughter, a son, a daughter, a daughter, a daughter. So, you know, currently I'm not a terrible person to...
You might even, I wonder, yes, you might be able to change your primary title. The problem is Byzantine empires all weirdly elected.
Yeah. Well, I managed to, you know, like, get... Okay, well, you could try and besiege holdings off me. I'd just like to point out that, you know, I have way more holdings than you. It's going to take you a while. All the while, I'm besieging stuff off you. Right, 100%. Release the otter. Yeah, I'm threatening. I don't really think there's any way I can argue about that at the moment.
So what sub-realm is that? Has Lanka ended up in? Is it? Right.
I do need to do a little bit of vessel fettling because things are getting a bit weird, right? So basically all my levies except my fleet levies are down, and now all my levies are down. Good. So when we wish, we can go back to war again. So first of all, I wish to faff with my minor titles, and let's see if we can excellent.
You could just select him if you want to make him Castle rather than.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You could perhaps have selected the person you were intending to select too.
It's true, I could have done.
Oh, happily, you have 2 Castellan titles to give out.
It's true, I do. Right.
Those embarrassing times when someone gets given a job by accident, it's too embarrassing to go back and say, no, we didn't mean to make it you.
Well, I'm going to have a very cheered up Despot of Wales, but, you know, until he stops being the, you know, right. Least cheered up despot, or indeed possibly
The next one at that level is the ecumenical
critical
patriarch.
patriarch. Of course he can master the tides. He's got, you know, like God on his side.
Yes, but as far as you're concerned, he's the wrong god or something. Okay, hang on, no, it's the right gods. You're a heretic of his religion, aren't you?
Yeah,
Secretly.
I'm a secret heretic of his religion, yes. I'm not openly going around saying, yo, Pope, you know what? Oh, horsey. Right. Sorted out all my minor titles. I'll just check my threat. I'm not completely 100% threatening.
Oh no, tiny part.
Yeah, but not very much. Thank God, I've got a new Serene Doge. He doesn't like me. Oh well.
Is it a minor title spec? No, the previous Serene Doge had only just taken on the post, so no.
I don't think
there are
so.
any minor titles, no.
I could give him the court jestership, but that's not going to help, is it? Still, he's cheery enough to like pay me taxes and stuff. What?
He's also quite young for a Serene Doge.
It's true, he might last for 5 minutes. He's got reasonably high diplomacy and everything. I'm not going to become monothelite. I think I should renounce my secret faith. I lose 500 prestige, which is a bit of a blow at this point. But I gain piety. Right, okay.
And we kind of hope this happens in the right order.
Yeah,
So you could check, I suppose. What is your current religion?
that's a very good question. I'm about to go and look once I've looked up. Right.
Right.
Hooray, I'm
That
going
is
to be Christian.
Take effect in the correct order and you become
Yes.
properly Catholic.
Yes, fully Catholic, not Catholic with reservations. Right, so vassals then, you say, or rather I say. Right, let's... click. Do I have an Exarch of House of Land? I do. Right, let's transfer vassalage. Looks like there was someone else who could be transferred under him. Is the Countess of
What's
Carn.
going on with the Bishop of Anchor then?
What was that?
Why does the Bishop of Anchor appear above him in that list? And you probably want to look him up by other means.
I think it is just that he's ended up being my direct vassal,
Yes.
but I don't think that's a problem. Because I think this is the stuff that I took by Holy War, and I raised up a vassal in the area. To
Right, and essentially, was he a vassal of you as count of his county, or was he
I'm
a
pretty
vassal of you, but you had granted the county out, but the county had never been yours?
I'm pretty sure it's one of the ones where the county at least had been mine.
Right. Well, in that case, there's not much point in handing those over to anyone else. But I was wondering why he appeared at the top of the list.
I think because he's de jure part of the county.
But if you're the count,
I think I said I was the count.
but if you hand over a county, it should take all of its vassals with it.
Oh yeah, pass. I was probably then still the count. So you are count of somewhere completely random over here. Right, we have an Exarch of Abyssinia, apparently, although he does appear to be living in Wales.
Well, yes, you did grant the
Yes.
count in Wales.
Yeah, that's because
What you essentially did was you went from a situation where you had a random county that should have been in something, Anatolia or somewhere, and made it, but was actually in Wales, and now you have a county that's physically in Wales, but administratively part of Abyssinia, which is not much of an improvement.
sorted out my Count of Constantia. I've got a lot of like scattered little counties kicking around. Pretty sure that's not mine. Right, anyway, let's try and find my...
So that looked like you might be able to create the Duchy of Kashgar sitting under over there if you wanted to.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's a sensible plan, but it may be reasonable. So, well, yeah, yes, that wasn't quite answer the question.
Do me hold duchies. Desires. Right. Let's... Are there any vassals that I can transfer? Not obviously.
But not that she desperately desires, you could nonetheless.
Well, so
right, that's part of Hamry anyway. Yes. Okay,
Yes.
I see.
and those bits are part of England, and that's now
And
part of
those
that
two,
duchy.
so those two are counties that you still hold personally.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, no doubt that's not what I meant to do. Though, no doubt I can fix that in the fullness of time. Count of Talava, which is part of the Exarchate of Lithuania. Surely you're part of something. Ruthenia, you say? Okay. There's a lot of things that should be part of Ruthenia.
Well, that should help with your
What?
I think you accidentally chose retract vassalage.
Right, okay, that's probably why more
Why there were
things.
so many
Yes.
things rather than one.
Right, which is the counter of Frajak. Right, there we are. Anyway, that's fixed that bit. Probably want to keep the captain of the Papal Guards.
No, it might do. I presume his day. Oh, he doesn't have a de jure liege. Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
I have to keep him.
No, technically you could transfer him to any king, because no de jure liege means he won't object
Yeah.
being transferred to a different de jure, a different liege.
So there's Papal Guards and the Company of the Rose, but I'll keep them both, kicking around. So Duchy of...
That's the one you just created.
That's the one I just created, so I can't move it.
As it belongs
State.
under a kingdom, but that's fine.
Oops.
You're essentially holding on to it as though you were a king until you have enough territory to
Right,
go
so
on to an actual king.
you're part of the Kingdom of... Right, you're part of things I don't have.
Haven't you just created Arissa?
Not Kingdom of, I don't think.
Or not, wasn't he? Yes, your vassal.
Okay, right, let's... This is very confusing.
Well, that was the kingdom
Yeah.
in India that you just invaded
Yes.
penultimately.
So, right, you're de jure part of the Kingdom of Arabia, which I don't have. So,
Which is currently unheld that you can't create.
yeah.
Which means you could transfer it under whoever that was, under some other.
Yeah. I mean, my inclination is to leave those dukes kicking around at the moment, and then, stick them in there when I have the chance. Right, I do not yet have the Charleston Kingdom. It's probably not how you pronounce it. Duke of Karelia, however, I am pretty sure that you should be part of one of my exarchates. Are you at war with someone? No, you're not at war with someone. Brilliant. I mean, I'm now down at like 34 vassals, which is a perfectly reasonable number. Right. You're the despot of Orissa. Oh, no, hang on, I need to go a bit further up, don't I? Duke of Yatenga, which is part of the Kingdom of Mali, which is definitely mine. Right.
One remaining king is Kurdistan. Are you in a position to do anything about that?
Yeah, Kurdistan still part of Persia. Teutonic Order we don't want to do anything with, and now we're into despots and thingies. Right, okay.
Thus, your vassal number, direct vassals are now down to 33, which is a pleasant number.
Yeah. And gives me a little bit of headroom for doing stuff, and possibly also things.
Dying, for instance.
Yes. Well, I was going to say I'm not that old, but I am stressed. which is always a bit of a problem. Let's zip back to turning the map pink. I mean, basically I want to wait for that to tick over to 600 so I can buy some more stuff. I'm torn between it being skirmish techniques or siege equipment or possibly military organisation.
Ambitious, probably. I mean, I'm not quite sure how. If you mouse over the things, does it tell you what they mean? Right.
Ambitious gets me martial, and people don't like that. Content.
Well, I would totally go for ambitious.
Well, let's go for ambitious. I mean, that.
And yes, it might slightly annoy your vassal.
Zoom out a bit. So the Byzantine Empire is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. The independent states in Africa are slowly being absorbed, one by one. Holy War is nibbling away at stuff over here. And
There appears to be a Mongol revolt at the moment.
there appears to be a large Mongol revolt at the moment. Excuse me while I go and see if I have an exciting casus belli against it. So, what have we got? We can claim Ishim, which is that nice large bit there. We claim which is a medium-sized bit there. Possibly I should claim Ishim just because there's so many claims on I can claim Sibir, which is those 3 counties there, which is also, you know, a possibility. And I can Holy War for, like, places, but that seems like a daft thing. I think I should claim Ishim, because I've only got the 1 claimant, and everything else I've got at least 2. So... let's claim Ishim. Let's find our little claimant and give him some land. Let's just check. You can get Zamfara, county of. Okay, little bit distant from your territory, but potential territory. But you know, we deal with what we've got. Let's see how this guy's doing against his... so he's got 14,000 troops. And war score is currently 0. Right, so... wow. Back to this view to play the game called... I wonder what armies we can raise. Speedy. Right. Well, that should do to start with. So where, right, so that's where I need, that's where I need. So it's those 3 counties I need. Oops, why I raised those in totally the wrong place then. Hang on, I can just I can disband you, can't I? Disband you. Raise you over here. And shove you over there, and you guys could come over here, and
Well, yeah, which you've already raised.
oh yeah, well. Okay, let's dismiss you. And raise you over here, which is a lot more useful. Right. Okay, that will probably turn out to be enough, but if it doesn't,
Right, you've got a bit of England.
I have a bit of England nearby. This is going to be this should be a light walk in the park, because it's someone with 14,000 troops. So military organisation. That's quite nice, actually. Right. That will improve things no end. So what's my income? Not as good as my predecessors, but it's still fairly healthy. My monthly prestige is nearly 50 prestige a month. Okay.
What's happened to Boots Griffon?
Gone Hindu.
Right. I mean, he is at the level where if you ask him to convert back to Catholicism, he will.
Right.
Or at least he will pretend to, I
Let's.
think. Okay, maybe not. Is it not on the list? That's curious. He is your vassal, isn't he?
It's not my direct vassal.
Oh right, do they have to be a direct vassal for that?
Possibly. What I can do is put my chaplain in there.
It says that he will convert automatically when he,
Yes.
in order, because you can't play as a Hindu.
Yeah, but I feel I should try and fix this by, like, in-game means. Right.
Also, that county apparently needs converting. So.
So it's not a terrible thing to do, just on general principles. Apparently, whatever happened to everyone during their upbringing, during Basilissa Bellet's everything, left them open not just to being friendly to people from other religions, but to conversion. Right. So you've arrived here. You're besieging a fort. Jihad for Arabia. Kafirs in the Kingdom of Arabia.
They're going after the
Holy Roman Emperor. I mean, you can try it if you like.
You can help, but it's kind of tempting just to let them win.
Well, yes.
Or not.
Because then I can maybe win it off them in a couple of years' time.
Islam is a particularly strong religion, though. I think the Holy Roman Empire may actually be able to beat them off on its own.
I'm pretty sure they can. Oh, they can recruit another academy hero. Who are you? Tough soldier, flat terrain expert, giant, gladiator, impaler.
Of only 17, but...
Yeah, but it's, I'll keeping him around in the stable for when one of my commanders snuffs it. Because my commanders aren't... my commanders are good, but they're not brilliant at the moment. Mostly.
We're currently waiting in that northern county for the other battle to finish so you can take on the victor.
I'm pretty sure that something
there
like
we
that
go.
is happening, yeah. Also, that counts as us being attacked. We got defensive advantage because we were just sort of sitting there going la la la. Aha, that's got a 6% war score. Brilliant. What are we besieging anyway? Oh my god, right. I'm sure there's some add-on you can get that allows you to, play as a Hindi.
Yes, Rajas of India, I expect.
Well, I might get that for the novelty value.
You haven't tried playing as a Germanic pagan, right?
It's true.
Even if you insist religion was invented in the 19th century.
But the concept of a unified Germanic paganism is very much a 19th century
to be
type.
fair, in the game, it's not unified unless you start unifying it.
It's true. I mean, that I think makes sense.
Reform it into reformed paganism. It's fairly kind of, there's no organisation behind it.
I mean, it's just that all the things that people sort of claim are inherently part of a pagan religion, and that and then there is one pagan religion is all very, baseless, evidence-free, etc. The only problem with the Mongol Empire is it's quite large.
Yes, and it's got the revolt has turned out rather big.
Yes.
So he's got all the territory that you need to get a non-trivial proportion of.
Yes. That's fine. There's lots of counties near here that I can. So I can go up to medium crown authority. Let's try.
So that will knock everyone's opinion of you down by
10.
Or is it by 5? What's the penalty at the moment? By 5.
So
that's not really a serious problem, is it?
Yeah. So, right, let's assault that holding. Let's wander up to the next holding along. I mean, mostly I just want primogeniture so that I can start creating empires and not have them.
The only slight problem might be if you turn crown authority up too far, then your vassals can't declare war.
Well, they can't declare war on each other.
Eventually, they can't declare external wars either.
Yeah, but medium crown authority doesn't stop that, and I think I needed medium.
Right.
Well, I will go and check. what the conditions are for primogeniture. Okay, now I need high crown authority.
Right, you can then check
So,
vassals. Alright, that's only vassals can no longer fight each other.
yes,
So if you go up to max, is that then vassals can no longer
wage war, yeah,
Okay, so high would actually be acceptable from that point.
yes. So, I'm not worried about that. That's a reasonable position in my opinion. Problem is I've got a lot of vassals. The thing is, having done this now, I can now, in now 10 years' time, I might be able to do this. So I might be able to... Let's just check that my chief is still... Serbian-Byzantine de jure war has ended. Serbia won. Let's just go and look and see how the Byzantine Empire is doing. It's it's lost all its little bits over here. Slowly losing its Aegean bits. It's not looking, it's still got some bits in Asia Minor, but it's not looking the world's
How close
healthiest.
are you to being able to usurp it now?
It's probably at war, so I might not be able to tell. Not
you
much
control
more.
74%. There is a slightly awkward thing though that you. Oh, what is the condition that you must be orthodox? It says special creation condition, so
Yes.
that might be a problem.
Well, we'll find out. Right. Off you go over there. Also, what is my Chancellor doing? He's been in, Venice for quite a while now. And he still hasn't. Any holy war for somewhere in Kashmir. Okay, cool. This is the thing, if I create big enough, collections of viceroyalties, then they start sorting themselves out. So, how are we doing? So, war score. Do I not control Ishin? Pretty sure I control Ishin.
What was that?
Nah, that's not what I meant to do. Ah, okay, it is
Sounds like
right.
Brock the Careless control issue.
Yes. So there we are. That's all right. And I've got that. So I just need to occupy some more places. Right. Okay, that's a sit down and wait job. As is that. Alright, off we go. La 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 Lord. Yes. It has to be said that in order to maximise your prestige, what you need is to go on crusade when you're a child, and then go on crusade again, and then go to war with everyone, possibly through the cunning application of weirdnesses in the code, where everyone suddenly goes, "Ooh, I've reloaded from a save. Let me reevaluate how much I hate you." Right. That's one of my errant subjects, Constantios, has converted, but not, crucially, Prince Tryphon, my heir. Okay, I've got a new Stoat of Croatia. Some places are going Catholic, that's exciting. I think we might just have won a holy war again. Well, I say we, I mean our minions. But what else are minions for, if not going to holy war for you? This is one of life's great questions. So, getting there. I just have like 8 million vassals. There's one person who's going for Gavelkind succession in Swabia, which is like, what now? Chernihovian Holy War for Komi has ended. Chernihov won. Just another siege. Well, let's zip over there because it's still next to my territory, so getting everyone home at the end will not be a big problem. The jihad fails because the Muslim faithful, there are approximately 2 people and their pet stoat. And while the pet stoat is incredibly aggressive, it's not enough to see off an entire empire, even though it is currently quite a small empire. Right. You don't like me very much, do you? Or at you? Yeah, okay, right, well I can fix most of the things that you dislike about me by the time-honoured method of granting you a bunch of viceroyalties. Right, and then we want to grant you the viceroyalty of Vladimir and Bulgaria.
Right, you, I think now have 3 surplus vassals keeping that.
And now
I mean, this probably means they make some of them may belong under someone else, so you might want to do this by the
I think I will do it through the
route.
conventional route. Let's also go.
You have no cupbearer.
I have. Right, well. Oh, well, you're a useful person. I always like people who have speed boots. Right, let's zip back up here and go. I'm out of Castellans again. You were right there. What are you doing? That thing. So anyway. Where are you going? You're going to Torah, which is...
Where you are.
No. Yes. So, do you want to just sit here and put good commanders in? I think I do. Because in any case, there is a very real possibility that before anything can happen, I will...
They might actually have some working tomorrow morning and I feel they should be free. They may have to go off and be working.
that maybe I can finish the siege down there before they get there. Swear to God, I should just install a revolving door for the bishops. Right, there we are, 100% war score. Release the peace officer. Enforce demands. Right, off you go over there. Off you go over there. Right, and while everyone's going home, we continue our faffing with the minor titles of Stoat. And then we stop. Cupbearer, we say. Let's give
that Methodius.
Cyriland, you mean? I think Cyriland was a lot earlier.
I mean, obviously it can't be because we're diverged from the historical timeline, but
I think that's a lot earlier, but so you've arrived there and can be dismissed. You've arrived there and can be dismissed. And I think we leave the vassal faffing to another day. And we stop in the year 1402, in which, we now have, well, apparently we've got some mare incognitum over here.
but you've been sailing around in it.
But yes. But anyway, yes, we now have the coast of Orissa. What is that sea anyway?
I don't know.
It's the Indian
is
Ocean.
that the Bay of Bengal?
Yeah, that's probably the Bay, because that's the Indian Ocean, isn't it? Yeah, that's probably the Bay of Bengal. So yes, I've now got coast on the Bay of Bengal, and one of the pink bits out here is not the Utsangs, but it's more of England. And now put a loop round a small bit of the Mongol Empire, and I have some other claims on the Mongol Empire that aren't, importantly, holy war. So if anyone is not in the defensive pact, that would be good. But unfortunately, of course, I have the small problem that in the defensive pact at the moment, the Mongol revolt will have the same guy and I'll have a truce against him. So, right, anyway, it's 1402. I'm saving and quitting, so there we go.